Morning everyone, I'm James. Welcome to this quick video. This is not a structured video. I'm just updating you on what's going on. It's Bitcoin breakout season. I've been trading all night long, so I'm a little tired and I'm going to get a nap shortly. I want to show you what's happened on Bitcoin very quickly. It's not going to be a long video, just to update you on my positions. I've not changed any positions. I hedged 33.3% at the top of this bull flag, and my target now is basically following the bull flag, flagpole, bull flag, and then the flagpole equal to the length of the original bull run, which is probably the best way to project the target, really, rather than using fib extensions and so on, which you can do. I've got targets of 146 and 164 using fib extensions, but you can also use the length of the bull run and duplicate it at the end of the bull flag. So targets are up here at about 123 in a few days' time, and then 137 by early August. That's if this stays linear, of course, and we could get that parabolic liftoff, that exponential curve. I don't know if we're going to get that. Bitcoin's trading more and more like a normal commodity right now, and we're seeing these moves, beautiful, technical. You've never seen anything like it. I'd encourage you to look at my Bitcoin scalping video, which I produced last night. So when this broke out, I traded it live on YouTube, impromptu, and the video link is below here, and you can see how we got into this long trade at the breakout, and I'm still actually in those trades. So long on Bitcoin, those are the targets. I've got a much bigger tranche on my longer term account. Quickly looking at other instruments, I'm just going to give you my positions really. And we have a long position on the pound, that's moving down a bit, but I generally expect the dollar to, maybe not this week, maybe only into next week. We might need to see a little bit more dollar strength, but I expect the dollar to weaken overall and that these will move up. And I'm also long on the Aussie dollar, and I talked about this in yesterday's live stream, which I'll also link at the end of this video. And whilst you're doing all of that, please like and subscribe. The buttons are below the video, and consider joining my private group. There's a link below as well. You can sound I'm a bit hoarse and tired, but that's okay. I'll get a nap just now. Now on the NASDAQ, we may be trying to top out here at the channel center line. I've got a blob just above us. We haven't got there yet. That would be my first area to consider selling. And right now I've got a long position actually. So we're long on the NASDAQ. These positions lower down are completely hedged, almost on top of each other. And we have a long position from slightly just below us. And well, let's see how far we can get. It's Friday. Will it be Free Fall Friday? Maybe I should play that song at the end. And for those bears, to encourage the bears. Let's have a look at the S&P. Very, very similar. I'm encouraged actually to short this one against our long NASDAQ, and I may do that today. We're just sort of butting up against that rising, which is now an over-under type of trend line. So we had the trend line we broke down. We're retesting from underneath, very classic. Even though we've moved higher than the original double top all-time high, we're still under the trend line. So technically, still bearish. Interesting. So yeah, so we're long on the NASDAQ, and we have an idea or an inclination to short the S&P. We'll have to figure that out. And we have to decide whether today is Free Fall Friday or To the Moon Friday. We don't know. German 30, I have no positions. I was looking to sell into a rally up to the channel top here, but we didn't quite get that far. Maybe we'll get that chance still. There's also a chance we could break up even higher, up to the top Bollinger Band and the fib extension, and that would take us up to 26,000. I'm hoping we can visit 24,900, maybe 25 for another sell. But the way it's looking now, a little bit weak, and we've gapped down overnight. So I've also got a long position on MSTR. This is going gangbusters, one of the terms that my clients think is quite funny. Shows my age, I suppose. But we're long from all the way down here at about 360. We're trading at 420 now, so a big profit on a good chunk, a good trade on that one, a good size. We're also long on Tesla, and Tesla has performed beautifully. We've got an island or abandoned baby chart formation, whatever you want to call it, but that's a clear reversal pattern at the 100 period moving average on the day chart. What else do you want? What other invitation do you want to buy Tesla? We're long from right down here at 290. That's our last biggest tranche. We're currently trading at 308. So all good there, and I've got nothing else. I want to buy ARK-K. I'm looking to buy that. I want to buy QBTS. All of these on dips, and NVIDIA, if we get a chance. I think that's gone too far, too quickly. It's going to be a long time before I can get into there, unless it's a short, maybe. Let's see, who knows? We could short NVIDIA in the next few days. And then we've talked about crypto all to the moon, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and XRP. I'm long on all three of these. We had a look at the Bitcoin chart. Let's have a look at Ethereum. That's approaching resistance again right now. We've got some positions on one's, well, they're both in profit really now. And yeah, will this go up or not? I don't know. But most of my bet right now is on Bitcoin. And as soon as things start moving, I tend to move towards, unlike most other people who move to the altcoins, I suppose, I tend to move more towards Bitcoin. And then XRP, we're also long. We've got a good position on this one, all from down here below $2. And our last tranche was a few days ago. Well, about a month ago almost now. At 1.9, we're trading at 2.6. So all good on the crypto. And then going across to energies, I've decided I'm not going to take a new position on natural gas today. And I don't trust this falling wedge. And I do believe that we have a bear flag in place. No matter how much I think this is going up, we have a very, very clear bear flag and also a potential head and shoulders pattern. And both of those point down to a much lower target, well below $3. So I don't think I'll be looking at this today. Even though we've broken out through that short-term downward trend line, we're still below the most important lines, and that's this potential bear flag and the 50-period moving average here on the 4-hour chart. There it is right above us. And we're now once again stuck between the 50 and the 20, like we often do on natural gas. Let's look at the day chart. And on the day chart, it just doesn't look good, folks. We're well below the 200-period moving average and the channel bottom. We've rallied back up there with an engulfing candle. Fair enough. That is bullish in the short term, absolutely. But look at all these spikes up into the 200-day, and look where we are on the chart. So, yeah, bullish in the short term because of yesterday's candle, but overall not looking great, I have to say. And if we did get this head and shoulders, we'd be well below 2.5 in time to come. So I don't know. I'm going to wait for the weekend. I don't want to get caught in the weekend rollover gap. And I don't know how the weather patterns will change over the weekend, so we'll just leave this alone. There'll be a chance to come back on Monday or Sunday night. And then WTI, we remain short. We had to add another short tranche on at the 200-period moving average with this triple tweezer top. So we did. We now have a decent chunk on this, 2 short tranches. We've been short all the time for the last 3 years, except for 2 instances down here at the bottom where we got long. Every other trade has been short, and we're still short. Target back down to the channel bottom and that double bottom low at $55, and then below that eventually, and on we go. Natural gas, on the other hand, if the dollar carries on falling, which I think it will, could be another reason why natural gas might be a little stronger and not follow those bear patterns I talked about earlier. But it may pressure, all things to the upside, all commodities and things like metals and crypto and stocks. As the dollar drops, and we've seen it drop quite significantly, the easiest gauge of that is the euro, which makes up 70% of the dollar index. If you don't want to pull up the dollar index chart, which I can't be bothered to do, this is the euro, and look at that. So a very, very strong rally in the euro, and obviously a fall off in the dollar, and that's put pressure, upside pressure, on all instruments and commodities, and that's what we've seen. So despite all of that dollar weakness, we've not seen oil actually manage to gain any ground, so that all looks good. It strengthens my bear case. Natural gas also hasn't managed to really get going, even though it should do. So perhaps bearish on both natural gas and WTI, but I'm not making a call on that. We'll wait for next week. VIX, VIX, as I always say, waiting for a move down to the bottom of the yellow beige block to buy, and then I exit when we get out through the top of the beige block. Those are the only VIX trades I take, and we haven't got to the bottom, so there's no trade. That only happens about once or twice a year when we get the market corrections, and apart from that, I don't trade VIX. I'm also long on the dollar, South African rand, and I think eventually this is going to have to give up the ghost and go all the way back up to 20. This has been a false, fake move, manipulated in my opinion. There's no reason, apart from strong metals, including platinum group metals and uranium mined in South Africa, that the rand should have strengthened so much against the US dollar, given the political situation and the tragic, desperate state of this South African government and economy. And so fully long on the dollar South African rand, as always. Yeah, so TLT popped up again yesterday. I'm going to hold this. I've now decided, even though it's costing me money every single night, I'm holding this ETF, so it's costly. I think we're going to get a massive breakout through this falling wedge. Looking forward to that. We're about break even on those longs, apart from all the overnight costs, which are okay, because if we get that breakout, they'll be swallowed up and gobbled up immediately. And then going across to softs and grains, we remain long on sugar, short on cocoa. We don't have a position on coffee yet. I want to get short on coffee at some point. Nothing on orange juice, nothing on soya. We're still long on wheat, and this is an interesting chart, really, because it's trying to break up through here. Another falling wedge pattern. And I've explained this a lot in the last videos. I'm not going to do that again today. Just to say that we're long. I like that pattern very much. I also like the cotton chart, and I think wheat and cotton are about to move up quite sharply and quite dramatically. So that's all the softs and grains, folks. And big plays today. Main story, of course, is Bitcoin. I'm still running those trades that I held from yesterday in the live stream, and they're at about $5,500 profit right now. I've posted up the screenshot of the live trading account in my members group, in my live trading group. Please come and join us there if you want to learn how to scalp Bitcoin at night and trade natural gas and make money on gold and silver longs and shorts simultaneously, and all the fantastic and exciting things that we're doing there. So I posted up the screenshot. We're still long. I didn't get out at 116,000, as was my target during the live stream breakout trade yesterday, if you were watching that. So I'm still holding those trades. They are day trades, and I'll probably take those off today and restart. But there's no point if it keeps on moving up. I would probably just take the profit and then open the trades up again. So, and it's Friday. We've got a full day's trading. Perhaps we can get a lot more. Maybe we can get up to 120 before the weekend. Have a great one, folks. It's been a very exciting week, and I'm making this video because I just don't have the strength for a live stream. But catch me on Monday in my next live stream and every weekday. And on Monday, I'm doing Ola Prime Live TV, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Ola Prime TV. I'll catch you there. I'm doing the morning show, and I'll see you there. Take care, everyone. Have a great trading day, great weekend, and please make sure to like and subscribe and click all the buttons below. There's plenty of stuff there for you, and a lot of it's free. Take care.
Woke up this morning, markets feeling tight. Check my phone, AI says we ain't alright. Charts looking slippery, prices in decline. Wall Street dancing like it's conga line time. SC took a tumble, NASDAQ hit the floor. Bulls are crying, bears want more. Traders on Twitter shouting sell, sell, sell. But me, I just sip my caipirinha and yell, oh well. Oh well, well. Oi, it's free fall Friday, dancing through the wreckage, no escaping. Oi.